It's Rachelsey at the movies, yay!
Okay, that was... Is that... It seemed like so...
It's Rachelsey at the movies, yay!
Okay.
Ha ha ha! I'm Kelsey, and this is Rachelsey, and we're Rachelseos. It's Rachelsey at the movies, yay!
So this is 2019. We're reviewing all the movies that we saw for 2019.
Gosh, how many movies did we see, Rachel?
53.
604. No, 53. That's a lot, right?
53 movies at the movie theater.
Did you see 53 movies last year?
Because of AMC A-List.
That's just at the movie theater. So anyway, that's what we do.
It's our hobby. So I was like, we should kind of recap, because this is our first full year of doing this. Of Rachelsey at the movies.
I think last time I looked, there's 6 million subscribers. We appreciate it.
Okay.
Name it and claim it. Okay.
We picked our top 10 movies from 2019. It started as top 3, but then I couldn't narrow it down. Like, there was too many, and I couldn't leave them out. So top 10, and we're not going to talk about all 10 on the show. I'll list all 10 in the show notes. Right now, we're going to talk about our top 3.
The top 3 movies that we saw last year.
So, Kelsey, what was your top movie for 2019?
Well, when you say top movie, what I'm giving you is the top movie as in this is the movie I both enjoyed the most and was the best made movie. Okay? Yeah. Not my favorite movie, right? Which would obviously be something else. But for me, number 1 was the Joker movie starring Joaquin Phoenix. I thought it was a genre-pushing film of a storyline and a character that we've seen before. And in an age of like superhero after superhero after superhero, and I really like what they did. I thought it was a great movie.
My top movie for 2019 was Jojo Rabbit. So if you watched our review for Jojo Rabbit, this was written and directed by Taika Waititi.
You said it last time.
I know. I got comments from people last time that I said it correctly, but I don't know if I
did it this time.
Recreate that moment. He was in Thor Ragnarok. Actually, he directed that movie and was the rock guy in that. Anyway, if you watch that review, like, I so loved that movie. I thought it was fantastic. Jojo Rabbit, yeah. I mean, the way it was made. So this was a movie about the little boy who grew up in Nazi Germany and was a big, Nazi enthusiast. And, Hitler was his imaginary best friend. But the movie used that to really talk about important things, learning about other people, love, redemption, forgiveness, sacrifice, all these fantastic things. It was such a good movie and funny, really, really good. So that was on my top movie.
That leads me to my number 2 movie, which was also Jojo Rabbit. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought the subject material was bold and brave, and also that it was, in a way, partly a comedy. There was a lot of funny scenes in the movie. But the most important thing is the movie was about love and all different kinds of love within this disordered and dysfunctional and crazy environment. And I just really, really loved this movie.
My second movie of the year was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And this is Quentin Tarantino's latest flick, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. And I just thought this was a wonderfully, really well-made movie. It was about the Charles Manson murders. Saw it as a love letter to movie making of another time. And, I mean, he just treated that entire time period with such love and detailed thought. It was just really beautiful, not to mention the, love that it showed the people that were murdered by Charles Manson, which was Sharon Tate and her friends. And I just thought it was really good.
Yeah, and that leads me into my number 3 one, which is this exact same movie. I'll just add, on top of agreeing with what you said, is that, yeah, it took this historical tragic event, and then it's basically like a fantasy of, but what if this happened? And it was done really well, and I really enjoyed it. Particularly, I loved the character Cliff Booth, which was played by Brad Pitt. In fact, I remember all week or 2 after that movie being like, what would Cliff Booth do? Because
right,
he seemed
he
like
was such
a heroic type of guy. And also like the relationship he had with Leonardo DiCaprio's character, who in the movie played his boss, but there was a real friendship there,
Yeah.
a real honest, and I just really loved this movie. It was really great time at the movies, and I'm really glad the film was made.
And to come full circle, my third pick for the best movie of 2019, according to Rachel, is Joker. Kelsey and I
We like the same kind of
had
movies.
the top three movies, the same top three movies. Yeah, Joker was just really well thought out, and here's ultimately why I picked this movie over others. I thought about Joker for like weeks after. I even did like an Instagram TV.
Yeah, you
like.
did.
Here are my other thoughts on this movie, because I just couldn't stop like thinking about what it meant. Like, it was really, really well done.
Amazing.
Yes. So those are our top three movies. We have our top 10 in the show notes, and I just want to take this opportunity to ask Kelsey why in the world Aladdin is number 6 on his list.
So there's a few things you should know about me. Number one is, first of all, I liked the Aladdin movie. I thought it was well done. I really liked Will Smith in it. I like Guy Ritchie movies in general, and I thought this was a case where Disney took this thing, made this new thing, and it was enjoyable and fun. But the other thing you should know about me is whenever I like making lists, and I like ranking things. This one doesn't. But I like doing it. However, at the same time, I don't take it like super all that seriously, especially once you get past the top 3 or 4. When I came to Aladdin, I know that I love movies with music in it. And so I looked for the ones that I enjoyed this year, and I think Aladdin I enjoyed the most out of all the movies we saw this year that had a musical component.
Interesting.
Pretty good reasons, huh, haters? Yeah, Aladdin fools.
Was Yesterday on your list?
Yeah.
I don't see
Well,
it.
it's not. Well, it's on my list of things I saw.
I'm looking at it. I was just saying for musical like components. Like,
yeah, we saw Yesterday. We saw that Bruce Springsteen movie.
mostly because it's
Blinded
the
by the
Beatles
Light.
and you're a huge Beatles fan. That's what I'm saying. That's the
Well, I
connection.
mean,
I'm
if you
making.
want to crawl inside my body and decide what I should like more, I guess you can try that.
Um,
But don't try it, Rachel.
If you've never looked up and found out like what your temperament is, this is a good example of somebody who's, I'm melancholic, but I'm also choleric. And one of the things about cholerics is that they think that they're right all the time. It's really hard for me to understand preferences sometimes. That Kelsey can just pick Aladdin, even though like Aladdin wouldn't even come on my top like 50 probably, but Kelsey picked it, and that's hard for me. It's hard.
Okay, but are you going to talk? Are you going to then also show yourself that of many movies on your list here, you told the audience to wait?
No.
I see.
What do you mean? 2.
Well, that's
2.
That's too many.
He's looking at my top 10 list, and there's 2 movies on the top 10 that I said wait.
All of mine
they
are
made
consistent and say go, and Rachel's
My
all
top
say.
10. You didn't even
They
look
don't
up
all
yours.
say. Well, you did.
I did for mine because I wanted to know.
Well, I can see mine right there.
Well, but I already know my reasons. I had good reasons. It was Honey Boy
But I'm seeing
and Cold Pursuit. There are really good reasons because I said.
Are there?
I said.
Are they true?
Wait
or
was
are they
like it was like
opinions?
go with a caveat. You know,
Yeah.
if you're Rachel, go.
Look, if you're gonna take a swipe at me at Aladdin, get ready for return fire. It goes for you too out there, internet punks.
Anyway, check out our full top 10 plus an honorable mention from Rachel, and
I didn't get to say my favorite movie.
it was Joker.
No, my favorite movie of the year was
Okay.
Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. I'm 40, almost 41 years old, which means Star Wars is 42. I waited my entire life to see this movie. I have seen every Star Wars movie that's come out since episode... I was a child when the other ones came out. I saw Empire and Return of the Jedi in the movie theater, okay? I saw 1, 2, 3, all the rest of them on the first day they were in the movie theater. So I was so excited to see this movie. I thought JJ knocked it out of the park, and I loved it. But I didn't put it at number 1 because I thought, that's just dumb. That's not really true. That's my favorite movie. I'm probably going to watch that movie more than the rest of them.
The experience of seeing Star Wars opening night at the theater is like unmatched, and certainly for 2019.
Do you know how many times I've watched Revenge of the Sith? A lot of times, y'all. A lot of times.
Well, we hope that you continue watching Rachelsey at the Movies in 2020. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We would really like to see the channel grow in 2020. And we will see you again at the movies because we will be at the movies in 2020 this week.
Apparently 52 weeks a year, 52 times at least.
Yeah.